What up, people? It's your boy Chig from Gooner Eagle Eye, coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it is Late Night with Chig, where I talk about late night stuff to do with Arsenal Football Club and football in general. Now, when I saw this story come up, I thought I had to talk about it just because I felt like it was important. When I saw the story, I got annoyed. I saw other people get annoyed, and kind of wanted to give my 2 cents on the story. For those of you who haven't already, please do stick a like on this video. I know I've been slack this international break. I know. I already know. And then the funny thing is, when I was actually going to do a video, I was imminently about to do one. Then Mr. Gunner decided he was going to drop one about the exact same subject, and that was Lacazette being offered to Zenit. So I thought I'd just poo-poo that story and I'll jump on the story before he does, because my man works too hard, and that is this story about Arsene Wenger. So Arsene Wenger, for the last week or so, seemingly, he's just been doing round trips, talking about his time at Arsenal, his future, the fact that FIFA have offered him a role that he was considering, the fact that, he still believes he can do it at the Premier League. There's just been endless quotes. I was almost going to do a video last week about the fact that he was putting pressure on Unai Emery, essentially saying that he felt that, if you're going to make Arsenal play this way, you better make sure you get that objective of the top 4. It's just been constantly going in my head, and I just ignored it. And then this story popped up. Essentially, he came with one more elsewhere. He said, no regret, he told B in Sport. Regret is that maybe I sacrificed a little bit potential against loyalty potential, or the desire is to build up the club, against the fact that I could have won more by going somewhere else and being less financially limited, or limited financially, as he put it. Sometimes I weigh up a little bit, have I done well or not? But I felt that I was in a club where I met my needs the way I wanted to work. Why change that? And maybe in a little bit more of a glorious situation, but less happy situation and less influenceable situation where I had influence on the club, such as Real Madrid. So I decided that I keep trying to experience my love story at Arsenal. So in other words, that's Real Madrid in favor of building up a club, building it in his own image, and attempting to have success through those means. Well, my response to you, Arsene, would be, we also sacrificed. Because in you sacrificing and deciding that you felt like you couldn't move, we also sacrificed. We also missed out on managers such as Klopp, who, in my view, I've said this from the get-go. Some people say Pep was the perfect Arsenal manager. Actually, for me, I think it was Klopp. I said it from the get-go. I thought Klopp was the perfect Arsenal manager for us. Because Pep, from what I'd seen up until then, and even now, always needed money to be successful. Whereas Klopp has at least worked in a variety of different situations at Dortmund, at Liverpool, where he's not dependent solely on finance. And he's a player's manager, and our players are so soft, they need that type of thing sometimes. So we also sacrificed. And to me, this is my thing with Arsene Wenger, To me, I have respect for the man. I do. I don't hate him. Towards the end, I just wanted him to leave our club because I felt like that would be the best thing for us. And I still feel that was the best thing for us. Happened too late. in some ways, but he's gone now. It is what it is. We've moved on to a manager who I'm a little bit com sa about, but okay, at least we moved on. At least we're trying to do something different. But this is where I guess I have my issue sometimes with the Arsenal fan base, and then subsequently these interview comments. Whilst I respect him, and I do, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you've never ever seen me say, "Oh, Chris, but you called him a cunt. You called him this. You called him that." You've never seen me calling that stuff. There's a reason for that. I respect the man. Having said that, these type of comments I hate, because I hate this kind of like this Jesus Christ complex of, oh well, I sacrificed everything for Arsenal. So how dare kind of anybody criticize me when I gave my life for this club? I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. Arsene, no one said you had to stay, bruh. Ultimately, let's be real here, you didn't do it for free. You got paid very, very well. Very, very well. And you stayed. And for the first 10 years, it was bliss. And for the last 2 years, for at least the first 10 years. But this people should drop at their feet. And my gosh, I've been seeing it heavy on Twitter. My gosh, people have been dropping their own favorite quotations of the 18 interviews he's done in the last week. And that is where I have an issue. Because it's like, all right, I get just general respect for the man. He's an older guy. He's been our most successful manager in history. I get that. I get that. But it's like with Arsenal fans, it's like absence makes the heart grow fonder. And all you need to do is be gone for 6 months, and then suddenly Arsenal fans will start romanticizing you. A very good example of that is Aaron Ramsey. Now, don't get me wrong. Aaron Ramsey, listen, for me, he has my utmost respect in the sense that, for me, he gave his best football towards the end of his Arsenal career. And he left in the right way. You know, he didn't sulk, he didn't bitch, he didn't moan, he didn't like a Lauren Koscielny type of thing. My man was told he wasn't needed, and it would have been easy for him to go into, I'm working my notice mode. Everyone knows what working my notice mode is. If anything, my man decided, no, I'm going to work even harder. And for that, I respect him immensely. But I'm also not clouded by what I see in the last 6 months of Aaron Ramsey. The last 6 months I saw from Aaron Ramsey was commendable. It didn't cloud. Let's be real here. What was he? He was here for 10 years, 11 years. Let's be real. 3 of those years, and that's being generous, was good. 3 of those years, if we're being real. I didn't forget the other 70, but this guy had the Granit Xhaka type complex where for some reason Arsene Wenger just insisted that no matter what formation they play, how they played, this motherfucker needed to get into the team. Before there was a Granit Xhaka, there was an Aaron Ramsey. I don't forget that. So that's why you don't see me gas on Twitter too tough about Aaron Ramsey. You don't see me I don't do this. I don't do that anyway. Quite honestly, when an Arsenal player leaves, I unfollow them. That's what I did with Aaron Ramsey. Straight up unfollowed him. I see people still following him today. I'm a player for Juventus. What are you talking about? And this is the thing for me. I get it. Arsene Wenger, he still loves the. And you know what? I do believe he loves the club. Rightly or wrongly, people, I still believe he loves the club. But here is where I have my issue with him. This is me personally. I don't like this. Well, you all should worship me because I gave up half my life for this club. And, I could have left for Real Madrid. Let's be real, bruh. If you left for Real Madrid and you were stunting the way you were at Arsenal, they would have sacked you in 3 months. Madrid don't play around like that. Barcelona don't play around like that. Zidane's job is under threat now. Mind you, they've still got a good chance to qualify for the last stages of the Champions League. They're top of La Liga, at least the last time I looked. And my man, they're talking about Zidane's job now. Even though it lasted, bruh. Talking about Real Madrid. And if you were such hot shit, why have you gone to Real Madrid already? So, to me, comments like this just remind me, like it just brings back that kind of sour note. But you know, I think time is a healer, not 6 months, the way some Arsenal fans are, or all right, in this case, 18 months, the way some Arsenal fans have been. But time is a healer, and to me, I will always respect the man. I will always respect the man. I respect anyone that's brought success to that club. 100%. But this idea that people should bow down to him or because I don't know why he keeps telling these stories, because he's told these stories a few times about how he's had this success at Real Madrid and he could have gone to Real Madrid like 6 months ago and then he didn't. And it's just like, bruh, you also said that you'd get a job by the start of the year. It's now October. I still don't see you having a job. So what are you talking about right now? So to me, these kind of stories do get on my nerves. I also urge to the other side of the argument, and that is the real Arsene Wenger haters. Believe me, I feel some of you. I do. But also, don't give it too much energy. The man ultimately, at the end of the day, is gone. He will say his piece from far, like Alex Ferguson says his piece from far. The one thing I will give this man immensely, and I will applaud him, is the simple reason that I can absolutely believe that club have offered him some type of role in some kind of way. And the man has said, you know what? Nah. Let the manager, I don't want to do an Alex Ferguson, and the manager come in, do his thing. I won't even really comment about the club. That's why I don't like all these interviews that's all of a sudden happening. Because up until now, my man he hadn't really said anything too tough. The only thing he's saying is, I gave too much of my life to Arsenal, and on hindsight, maybe I should have left sooner. Those were the constant repetitive bars I saw. But I didn't really hear him talking about, giving his opinions on signings and, when Emery was under pressure. I never really saw him make comments, or I was expecting to see like constant quotes. Now, I knew he worked the Europa League nights, but I didn't see those constant streams of quotes the way that I'm sure you would. Like, he's decided not to be a shadow over the club, is what I'm essentially saying. And that I'll give him a lot of credit for, because even the great Alex Ferguson is still a huge shadow over that United club. So I'll give him that, but I don't like these comments. I think they're very self-serving. I don't know if he's maybe talking to employers indirectly. I don't like it. It's just me. I don't like it. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Leave it in the chat room. I'm going to come into the chat room shortly. Please do stick a like on this. I know it's a very, very light one. Marshall, big up to you. Huge donation. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let me read out your comment real quick. Yo, Chig, so this dude is long gone from the club and still spitting the same bars. Why is he still talking about what ifs, making excuses? Legacy is already tarnished. Why make it worse? And that's what a lot of people feel. Thank you again, Marshall. Big up to you for that donation. Thank you, my bro. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't get it. Listen, don't get it twisted, people. I am also not naive. I know that when 9 times out of 10 they ask Arsene Wenger a question, it's gonna be about Arsenal. But sometimes there's just a way you go about these things. Don't do this. Oh well, you guys should be lucky because I dedicated half of my life to Arsenal. Cool. As much as you sacrificed, we as fans sacrificed by the simple reason that world club were overtaking us left, right, and centre, and we saw managers that should have come to Arsenal and didn't. Don't tell me Klopp would have come to Arsenal. Klopp would have come to Arsenal. Heck, maybe Pep would have. I'm not as convinced by that. I know some people are. I'm not. I listen. Don't get twisted. I rate Pep, but he needs money to be successful. This is why I don't like this idea about Jose coming. Jose needs money to come to be successful. So it's just like, all right, easy, guys, easy. But I just don't like this Jesus Christ complex that he's showing. Listen, I respect you immensely. Be easy, though. Be easy. Buffering badly. Sorry if I am buffering. Don't let it upset you, mate. He's gone. No, I'm not. But it is a story that I am going to comment on, and it did annoy me when I read that headline. I got no respect for him. His selfish greed and arrogance has made our rebuild much harder than it should have been. He should now F off and mind his own business. So Antonius Black saying that as bluntly as he could say it, straight up. You know, these Aussies feel no way, bro. They'll say it straight. Ben, the Wenger lovers are all Ozil fanboys. Don't even start on the Ozil thing. Brandon Johnson, hey Chig. Hey Brandon, I hope you're good. Boots is in the house. There's a lot of what have you done for me lately attitude. Yeah, Pep needs money wherever he goes. Guna Claude, I would love a place. Do you know exactly? Guna Claude, big up to Claude in the house. And yes, I think Claude has said it perfectly. Who wouldn't? Forget 10 million. Give me 5 million a year. I'll sit there. I'll take all the abuse you could give me for 5 million a year. Never mind 10. 10 million a year. So like he did it for free. And I respect him, but he's taking a piss around comments. Taking a piss. We got money, Ching. Not the type of money Pep and Jose won. Easy. Listen, I'm not necessarily against the new manager. I just think it needs to be the right manager, and I'm not convinced it's Jose Mourinho. Arun loves the guy. Okay, well, Arun, you are absolutely allowed your opinion, no matter how wrong you may be. Benitez for me, Marbles, you know me. I'm not against the Benitez thing. I know a lot of people are. I'm not against it. All I know is Emre isn't fit to lace Wenger's boots. Would love Aubameyang to break Henry's goal records. What's the deal with everyone wanting Ozil to play now, saying that he's been disrespected by Boots? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. The sudden Ozil loving, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. It's like people again, but it's that recentism thing. It's like, bro, you've seen the way Ozil's been playing in the last 18 months, right? Why do you all of a sudden want him to play? Carlo for me, okay. Gary Robinson wants Carlo Ancelotti. Ozil's class. Oh gosh, here we go. Arsenal fans treated Wenger like shit. Pep was already at City for 4 years before Salini joined. Yeah, I know that. I'm not Chelsea. Maybe you misunderstand me. I'm trying to say that who knows? To be honest, who knows? Maybe Ivan wouldn't have been smart enough to get him. I'm not necessarily talking about Salini would get. I'm not saying that Raul would have got Pep. I'm trying to say that we as a club may have made a move for Pep. But then again, Pep needs money, so maybe not. Nagelsmann or so Majid, for me, if as new manager, I would see Nagelsmann will be my number one. I'd be okay with Allegri as number two. Or Rafa number three. Those would be my three choices, with Freddie being number two as coach, number two or whatever, assistant manager or whatever. But yeah, I'd be okay with all three of those choices. Although the Nagelsmann one, I think it's got to be an older guy than him because he's a proper young. I think he's like 36 or something like that. He's like proper young. But he's proper like hot shit as a coach. So yeah. And he's good with working with youngsters, Nagelsmann. That's why I also have him in mind. Because I want to see more of our youngsters bled through. Enrique, not personally, not for me. I've said it from 18 months ago. I feel like Luis Enrique was overrated. I've never particularly liked him as a manager. I know a lot of people that would have him. I'm not one of them. Jeff Parker, Kepa would be my number one. Chig, how's your Chig Flicks doing? So funny enough, straight after this, I'm doing a Chig Flicks video. I'm going to be rating El Camino, the Netflix movie, Breaking Bad movie. So I'll be doing a review for that. No spoilers. It'll be a nice, clean review. So do check that out. My Chig Flicks channel is in the description below. Oh, sorry, will be in the description below. It's not in there yet. So do check that out. What would I change in our first 11 in the Premier League? I'm only going another 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes before I'm out of here. 7 minutes, yeah? So Arun, Chigs, what would you change in our first team in the Premier League? Meaning the starting 11. I'd bring in a big presence in the middle of the park. For all of the comments people make about our defense, and I think our defense is a problem. I think our defensive midfield is a bigger problem. I know a lot of people have said that it's because Torreira gets played out of position. And I agree. I don't know what Emre is doing. I don't know. I'm still not overly sold by Torreira. You guys might have noticed that. I think he's good. But I also think he often gets caught out of position even before Emre started doing whatever he's doing this season. Even last season, I felt like he was getting caught out of position a lot. So yeah, for me, I'd bring in a proper DM, and we're starting to be linked with DM, so I'm excited by that. G the PT is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you was a forward, you would love Ozil. Oh gosh. Well, real Ozil lover in the house. My gosh. Sub G the PT. Evening. Arsenal 1-0-2-3-4. Nicholas, we need to not even talking about a new manager yet. Back the manager until the end of the season and see what's what. Nicholas, I'm not necessarily against that idea, my man. I'm not. I've said it to people before. I'm about an 8 out of 10 when it comes to wanting Emre out. So I guess I'm a soft Emre out, if you like. I'm prepared. I'm hoping I'm proved wrong. I think that's the best way of putting it. I'm a soft Emre out, but I want him to prove me wrong. But I think the things that push me towards an 8 is honestly, it's a lot of it's the Xhaka thing. But it also is the tactics generally. It is things like playing Torreira so far in advance. It is this, normally stats don't make me react too harshly, but my gosh, we're facing that many shots and we haven't done a damn thing about it. I mean, we weren't facing that many shots under the previous manager, which says something. Carl Williams, Wenger out since 2009. Can't beat that. Centre is blank. Wenger out since 2008. Can anyone beat that? Since 2008. What did you do in 2008? That was so bad. My word. Nah, I must admit, I was late. I was late on Wenger out. So no one can ever accuse me of being, trigger happy, or you always wanted him out, or you always had an agenda. I was later than all of these people. 2015 was when I was like, okay, enough is enough. Enough is a damn enough. And that was the season where he bought only Petr Cech. At that point, I was left scratching my head so badly. I was just like, all right, I'm out of it. I'm done. I am done. So no one can ever accuse me of, oh, well, you've always had this thing and it's Arsene Wenger, or oh, I bet you've always wanted them out and this. No, I was a late one. I was a late converter, a late bloomer, if you like. So I'm not Emery out, but he's super pragmatic. He says he wants to be a protagonist. BS. I agree with you to a certain extent. I will say this though, Giannis. To me, I don't really give a damn about our style of football. Be pragmatic if we're defensively solid. But we're not even defensively solid. So what's the point? You might as well go back to our initial team. What's going on, Rune? I hope you're good. Emery out. Whoever gets the next job, out. Everyone needs to get over Ozil. He's gone. Chig, when we were being linked with Aubameyang, did you think we would get him? No chance. I'll hold my hands up. No, I did not. I felt like he was 28 at the time, and I just felt like there's no way Wenger is going to sanction a £60 million deal for Aubameyang. And I was pleasantly surprised. So no, I'll be real with you. I did not. We don't attack. We don't attack or defend well under Emery. What do we do exactly? Exactly. Honestly, exactly. Gary Robertson, yeah, 2015, I lost it. And see what I'm saying, Gary? I think we're the last of the dying breed. That was when I tapped out. I'll be honest. I tapped out. 2015, I was out. Wenger in for Mighty Ragnarok. You can't say Ozil's been poor for 18 months. He's not been given a chance. He's always so Peter Cruel. Let me ask you something. Has he not played any game in the last 18 months? I want to ask you that. Because you guys act like he's been on the bench for 18 months. No, that's not been the case. Let's stop romanticizing it and be honest. When he's featured, what has he done? Why hasn't he made away games? Just be honest. Don't romanticize it. Just be honest. Chig, when we was linked with okay. Big up to Arsenal 10234 for the €2.29 donation. What went wrong in the 07-07 season? The 07-07 season. To me, and this is just being honest, the 07 season, I felt we overachieved. I think Adebayor that was the season Adebayor got 30 goals, I think. But we lost so much quality by then. I think we'd lost Thierry by then. We'd lost all our major players. And I think the team overachieved, which I know we didn't win anything that season, but we overachieved in that season. We weren't ever going to top the Champions League final. And yeah, I thought we overachieved. I thought it was a good team. It was a good team, but I thought that was the best we could have ever done. I don't think he left. Sorry, I think he left in 07, didn't he? But he was injured for most of that season. So Adebayor had to front it up. Yeah, I remember. Can't lie, L Stoner Films HQ. That's got to be a film review thing. That's got to be. Can't lie, that was the year I lost it to Chig. Man told us that we could have got all these players, but only got Chig. Exactly. Oh yeah, Gallas was captain. Yes, thank you, Antonius. Yes, yeah. We should sign James Madison to replace Ozil. I do like James Madison. I do. But I'm more excited by the stories linking us with Kai Havertz. And I'm with you, Ruben. I hate international breaks. You know, and Nigeria almost beat Brazil. Almost. Not quite, but almost. Miss Mortimer's in the house. Arsene Wenger reminds me of a grandparent who's lost their marbles. Yes, agreed. Emily. Chig is the new Clint Eastwood movie, looks good. Oh, Chig, the new Clint Eastwood movie looks good. I'll have to check that out. I've not seen it yet. I've heard about it, but I've not seen it yet. Limburg camp. Just as I'm about to go, I'm doing overtime. I'll tell you, where's VP at when I need him? Chib, would you take Grealish as Ozil's replacement? No, I flipping wouldn't. You know, people, I'm not going to lie to you, but I've always felt this as well. Jack Grealish is overrated. I'm sorry. No, I would not. Sorry. I do feel very strongly about that one. I'm not a Jack Grealish fan. Mr. Fortnite joke. Hope he goes. Nice beard cheek. No, I'm shaving all this shit off. I'm about to jump in the shower. So that's a lot of reason I need to go. VP is not here. I am. Well, welcome, Kartik. You're obviously welcome to be here. James Madison's okay. Don't get me wrong. No, I like James Madison. I still think we could do better than James Madison, but I like James Madison. But not Jack Grealish. No. My gosh. I will be marbles. I'll be reviewing all different types of films. I'm thinking of ideas like video series for films. So like I might go through like a 90s period of, because 1994 is a good time for videos, for films. So I might just review my favorite films for that year and so on and so forth. So I'm thinking of ideas. Don't worry, I'm working out ideas. There's a lot I could do with that channel. It's actually a lot more versatile than this channel because of the sort of things I could do with that. So trust me, I'll be doing a lot with it. Is Kai Havertz the real deal? I think so, Jermaine. I think so. I think he's a good player. Another one, much like Pepe, though, that I think we might need to just wait and see how he adapts to the league. But once he adapts, jeez, I'll be surprised if we got Havertz. Me too, Malusi. Me too. I would be surprised if we got him too. But I've seen that us and Chelsea are being linked with them heavy as well. So let's see. And obviously that story makes sense if we're going to offload Ozil. Then we might need some creativity. Not that I think Ozil's all that with creativity, but I think it wouldn't harm us putting a little bit of creativity in the team, especially if he goes. So, yeah. Not that I think Ozil's bringing any creativity anyway, but no, man, ain't doing movie reviews, but got something in mind in the pipeline. Soon come. All right, Elstoner. I see you, brother. I'm watching out. Malusi, I'd be very surprised if we got Havertz very expensive. Is Jose looking at Arsenal for a job? I think he's looking at anyone for a job, to be real. You shave in the shower? No, I shave just after the shower, brother. Flipping heck. In fact, I shave just before it, technically. Hunter Rocks Minefield has a new name. Hello, welcome. Please don't forget, if you're new and you liking me rabbiting on, hit that subscribe button. This is kind of what I do. Not been doing it enough in the international break. My apologies for that. To make up for it, I will be targeting doing the show every day until we're back doing a preview for our next dreaded game. So do stick around this week. Havertz for me, what a baller. Jay Freezy. How old am I? I am 34. I know I look about 54. Chig, thoughts on us buying Danny Ceballos? See, I like him. I think he's a good player. But I do think Real Madrid have him priced at a dumb price. And I can't help but think, oh, can we just look around first? Still. Isco is a good shout. Isco is a good shout. Isco is a good shout. Just tuned in. Oh, Chris Brown, I'm just about to bounce. I'm literally doing a couple more questions and I'm off. Thank you once again, Arsenal 10234. Do you think Tierney will reach Clichy's level? So I did see a story last week that Neil Lennon believes that Tierney will be better than Robinson. Oh, please. I have heard that before, that people think that Tierney is defensively better than Robinson, but Robinson has a little bit more nous when it comes to going forward. Not that Tierney's crap by any means going forward, but apparently he's just a little bit cleverer going forward. I'll tell you what, to me, all I will say is I'm very excited. My personal wish is that either in January or in the summer, we offload Kolasinac's dumbass and bring in a new left back to support Tierney as being his understudy. Isco's finished. Let's see. A new environment, I'm not so sure. He's still like 26. I know he's still young. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Let me see, because I know people will be in a hurry to correct me. But thank you, Arsenal 10234 for the donation. Thank you again, mate. Much appreciated. He must be young. I'm sure he's like very young. Isco is, yeah. See, not far off. 27. He's 27. I take him for 27. Depending on for prices, right? You're just a lad, Chig. Oh, you say all the right things, Antonio's block. Even though I keep pronouncing your last name Black. My dyslexia kicks in. Chig, what time is your El Camino review? Straight after this. I'm doing that, then jumping in the shower. So literally 4 more minutes, I'm out of it. I think Tierney can do it all. Me too. Me too, Emily. I must admit, I'm very excited by Tierney. Very, 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 very. And I'll tell you what, if he goes on to achieve the things that I think he will, 25 million was nothing. We should have just paid that straight from the off. From what I saw from the Carabao Cup, he goes forward lows. Don't get me wrong, Emily. When I say that Robertson has a little bit more guile going forward, I think what I mean is not that Tierney can't go forward. I think Tierney's very good going forward. I just think in terms of, I don't know if you see, Robertson's pretty good attacking wise. Like, he's not just one of these left backs who, for example, people say Kolasinac good going forward, for example, right? There is a world of difference between Andy Robertson attacking and Kolasinac attacking. You know, sometimes you just have to have that little bit of composure, that guile to you, that I think that Robertson, listen, I rate Robertson highly. I honestly think he's the best left back in the world. So do keep that in mind. Robertson's settled in a full year though. Oh, but like I say, for me, I hope. Listen. Please don't get me wrong. I have no worries about Kieran Tierney. Please, KT's got this. Don't worry about that. I just think the Carter guy must be very young. It does say some weird stuff. Why would I jump in the shower? Yeah, for me, oh, okay, I can see what he's. Ha ha ha. Okay. Yeah, for me, I just feel like Robertson has a little bit more guile at the moment. But like you say, it's early days. It's early days. Kolasinac has no footballing brain. Tierney seems to. There seems to be a recap for them. There's a recap for the movie. Not disagreeing, just stating how much she's great. You finished at the top 4. All right, guys. Well, please, I'm literally about to go now, so please, I've done like 15 minutes longer than I should. So please do stick a like on this video for me. Crush that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm through 6,200 now, so thank you very much. Need to sail towards that seven grand mark. Let's see if Lee seems to think I will definitely get 10 grand by the Christmas. I'm less certain. I want to be proved wrong in this situation. So please do help me. Road to 10K. Let's do this thing. And just don't forget, hit a like on this. So if you've already subscribed, the thing you can do next is hitting that like button, because then that helps other people notice this, and then I get new subscribers. So please, thank you very much. Thank you to all the subscribers. Arsenal 10234 and Marshall. Thank you guys both for your donations. Much appreciated. Much love. I'll be back again tomorrow, talking about something else Arsenal related, no doubt. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm out of here. Take care. Oh, and I'm going on Chig Flicks. So if you want to join me on there, that's where I'm going. Peace.